drum roll from when he enters the room. I think I hear him.
Holy.
There he is.
Tony!
It is to Turnt Tony. We are stoked to have you.
I'm
and
excited
your
to be here.
arms and chest.
Tony, I love you.
I love you. I was debating going shirtless for them. I was like, yeah, keep it clothed.
You should have.
That looks freezing.
I'll probably end up shirtless halfway through.
I was just telling Connor that you were like the first guy I followed on TikTok ever. And I used to show my mom videos of you with the ducks
That's
and stuff.
awesome.
And like, 'cause she was like, I don't get TikTok. Like, can you explain it? Because it was like before I did TikTok myself. And I was like, yeah, it's so
Right.
funny. Like, look, you would love it. Like, he fights with your mom. Like, I fight with you. And then she just thought it was funny. So yeah. And I used to like send all your videos to my friends. And look where we are now.
I know.
That's
full
awesome.
circle. Tony,
Really
thanks for
is.
coming on. We're so excited you're
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Tony, also Connor thought that you guys had beef.
Do we want to start with that?
No. Yeah, we can start with that.
I know. Okay, we're gonna start with that. So a long time ago, I made a video with my mom, and it was like so early. I was honestly just like, you know, it works for a lot of people. It's working for Tony. Like, I'm gonna make a video with my mom, and then a bunch of people tagged you in it, and they were like, "Oh, like you're like PG," because my mom doesn't let me cuss online.
Yeah,
So-
they're like the wholesome Tony.
Yeah. And her name, guess what? Is Tony. So it's Toni. So a lot of people were like,
Twins.
you know, this is like PG Tony, whatever. We were drinking. We were sharing a little bevy. And then you commented on this one, just the letter L, capital L. And it stuck with me. I was like, oh my God, he fucking hates me. Whatever, for the longest time. And I was just like bummed. And then eventually we obviously ended up following each other.
Yeah, but what's funny is I don't think I meant to comment that letter L. I think it was a typo. I kept seeing all the comments, and then I went back because I'm pretty sure I deleted that comment because
I have no idea.
I think it was a typo, and it just happened to be the letter L, and I was like, "Fuck," because I remember. But no, the girl I was dating at the time would never stop talking about Connor, and I was like, "All right, that's enough."
Oh
That
my
was
God. Well,
like,
that's where the beef originated. The origin story of the beef.
I was like, Connor, I really don't think you guys have beef. Like, I just think this is in your head.
I was reading into it a lot, and I was just like, shit, like I'm gonna have to like answer to this. I think I responded to your comment. I was like, hey dude, like love your stuff, whatever. And then I was just like, shit, he's gonna kick my ass, like if I see him in person. And then a couple months go by, whatever, like several months, and then I got a DM from you, and it was just like, oh, I'm gonna be out in LA, and even then I was like, I don't think we had interacted at all since the L comment.
No.
And I was like, I'm gonna show up. So Tony DM'd me and was like, hey, we're gonna have like a little get together or whatever. And it was in a group text, and like all the guys in it were like sick dudes, and I had never really talked to anybody in that group, and I was like, I bet I'm gonna show up and they're gonna fight club my ass, like kick the shit out of me and YouTube it, and it's gonna do numbers.
He thought that it was a prank.
I thought it was a prank. I literally was like, this guy hates me. Why would he? Anyways, it ended up being really fun.
I want to host a brunch for the most fun, the most degenerate TikTok creators I know of.
That was fun. That was a good time.
It was a good time.
Going off of that, like if someone commented something like that on your TikTok or something that like you knew who they were, like do you get offended by like asshole not saying that was an accident, everyone, but do you get like offended by like asshole comments, or when people like, does it ever get to you, or you don't give a shit?
I do like a thing of mine is clapping back at like the hate comments, because I think a lot of my fans, they love when I do that, and I think it's funny too. But lately TikTok's been like really on their comments, like all my comments get removed, basically everything I time I clap back.
Yeah,
really?
How can these people just say the worst derogatory things about me and my family, and I clap back and mine gets removed? I'm like, come on.
Wait, I did not know that they've been like removing comments like that.
Yeah,
I have a theory on that. I think like when you have more followers, there's more like moderator eyes on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's been a lot of not with the comments, but like a lot of girls that I follow on TikTok right now are just having their video or getting banned like left and right for like the smallest things and stuff. And like, knock on wood, like I haven't yet, but like,
my sister just did today.
No way.
She'll be back.
What did she post that like got her banned?
She does a lot of behind the scenes of my TikToks because she's like my camera girl. So she just it was like her sharpening Turnt on someone's ass. Like, but it was like most of the ass was covered, but they're like right away it's like nudity, you're done. Like you can't post again for like
an ass. An ass.
Actually, that's hysterical that she's your camera girl. Like, did she give it? Like, does she direct, or did she just let you do your thing?
I wish she could direct. I kind of direct her to direct. So we're getting her there. We're kind of like, getting her to the zone because she's like full time working for me now. So we're trying to get her to really respect the craft.
Yeah, Tony's team is extensive, by the way.
Yeah,
you travel with a posse that's got it on lock.
I do have a posse for sure.
Who's in the posse other than the fam and the girl?
So that's the base of it. And then I got my cousin, who's my manager. He goes everywhere with me. And then I just got like my roommates, who also help me with like the behind the scenes stuff. Like some of our stuff does like I have to like do some stunts, like where I'm like jumping out of a shopping cart or getting hit with a golf cart. So like, so I don't want that shot to be missed. So I'll bring like a whole crew. I'm like, hey, you're all filming this. Somebody's gonna get the right angle.
Oh, that's smart.
I don't want to do it 100 times. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Wow. Well, going back, because me and Connor always do this and forget to like intro people.
Yes, I was gonna do that.
Like for people that don't know you, you're at Turnt Tony on TikTok, and what's your Instagram handle is also Turnt Tony, or just your name?
Yes, Turnt Tony also.
And did you start like right now? You have 10 million followers on TikTok, which is wild.
10 point something.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
Keep up with the actual number. What is it right now?
Yeah.
I think we just hit 10.4 this morning, actually. So
jeez,
so
crazy.
You're making us. Look
I would
like
kill for like
here.
15 new followers right now.
I like try not to even think about it because I know if I think about it, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I just try not to even think about it.
But like, I feel like that really did
people.
happen out like very fast and kind of out of nowhere. I don't remember you being at 10 million followers. So like, when did you start? Do you consider yourself like, did you start on TikTok? Is that what started everything for you? And like, what were you doing prior to that? And what are you doing now? Is this like clearly it's your full-time job, but yeah, just explain a little.
But I was on Vine for a little bit. I got like a little traction there, like 50,000. Then I was just like, I can't.
That's a lot for Vine.
Yeah, it was. It was like I started getting big. Like I started growing pretty fast, and then the whole app just like went down. And then I was basically a bum from 22 to 25, just kind of going through all these jobs, getting fired, doing fucking around, having
Sounds
fun,
like Connor.
Sounds exactly like me.
I mean, just keep plugging.
Yeah.
Then I moved to New York, and then quarantine happened. I moved back home, and I started doing TikToks as like a joke. And then some of them were like getting some crazy traction. And I was like, and then I was like, all right, I have no excuse to not make this fucking dream that I have in mind a reality. I have nothing but time. I have all my characters, my family. If I can't do it, it's never gonna happen. It's now or never. So I just went all in and said, fuck it.
Would you say you manifested that?
Absolutely. I've always like wanted to do like sketches and videos as my living. Since I was like in like whenever I could hold a fucking camera, I'd always have a video camera in my hand since growing up.
Right.
So I've always been in love with that. And then on like it's just kind of like workshopping the characters. Like on Vine, Nani was like the bad guy. Then I was like, that didn't work that well. Let's just make her basically an old grandma version of me, just the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So then like just kind of worked out eventually.
Are these, the people part of your team, aka your family, like you make the characters for them? Is this who they are in real life, or is it?
Are you scripting this? Are they acting? Is it like a lot pulled from them?
A lot of the stuff with my mom is real.
Yeah.
and my dad. My dad's he's a nut. He's
Your dad
crazy.
is a legend. I
Yeah.
love your dad.
Nani's stuff is a little bit more scripted because she's like an older woman. So
Mhm.
like I can't like, do some of the stuff we want to do. But a lot, I would say like the content is like 60-40, like 60 real
Gotcha.
and then 40%
Yeah.
like on there.
Like kind of tweaking it to fit the
Right.
narrative.
I mean,
Yeah.
I assume at this point too, because you make so much content, it's been a while, you have to be
Right.
like, all right, mom, like let's do this now, kind of, and then it kind of comes
Yeah.
naturally as
Right.
well, because like
Exactly.
I mean, you do so many videos, like you have to like get very
Mhm.
creative with it.
What is the frequency? How often are you posting?
So lately I have slowed it down July just because we've been on traveling so much. We just got back
Right.
from Vegas, New York.
Yeah.
But when I'm like really, really grinding, I try to do 2 new ones and then 1 throwback every day. But lately it's been just like
Posting 3
1 new
times a
one.
day?
Yeah, try to.
Holy
That's
shit.
like when I'm like in my fucking zone though,
Hmm.
and haven't been on that right now. But I'll get back to it.
Do you say when you post a throwback? Because I maybe didn't even like realize that you do that. Like, do you just literally repost it?
Sometimes I'll workshop like my own old footage. So it's a throwback, but it's like there's another spin on it or something that didn't happen in the first one. And sometimes those will do like 10 times better than the original.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Well, you've got more of a user base or like follower base now too, so
Right,
Yeah.
that's true too.
probably appreciate it.
Do you
How-
edit your own stuff? Oh, sorry, Connor.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just asking if you edit your own videos.
Yep. I went to school for like to be like an editor, so I'm like really into it actually. I'm
Oh.
not very good at it, like compared to like the people like what I wanted to do for a living. I could never compete with them, but on TikTok I can compete as a good editor.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. Well, first of all, great seeing you in Vegas this weekend. Had a great time
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yeah, that sucked.
Just kidding. We didn't hang out. We were about
We didn't
14
hang
feet
out.
away from each other at one point, I think. But
I
was with Harry. You were busy.
Were
You're a
we?
busy guy. You were wheeling and dealing. I think I was like across the street because Harry was at.
No, I was
with
just
us.
probably shit faced.
I was gonna ask. So the origin story. Obviously, your stuff everyone's stuff has changed since they started. But I remember the
Right.
first video I saw of yours was, and I quote, and I'll even try to get the accent. Anybody can be a father, but it takes a special man to be a daddy.
Yeah.
And then you had the duck.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a daddy. You agree? She agrees.
So it went from that,
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's gonna be
That-
I memorized it, like
I
from
love
seeing
that.
it, and it's
Yeah,
changed
that-
so much from then.
It really has.
Will it always be ducks? Like they've obviously taken a little, I think, like a little bit of a backseat.
Right, they have. Of course, I try to every like sounds like weird, but like every few million followers I gain, I try to add a new character or add a new twist.
Yeah.
So lately, Nani's recovering from surgery. She had leg surgery. She's doing good
Oh.
now. So
Okay,
she's
good.
kind of been chilling. So that's why Gordy and Ski Mask Girl kind of stepped up.
Yeah.
And then my neighbors called the city on me for having the ducks. So I don't even have the ducks living with me right now. They're living with my
Wait,
sister.
where are they? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, can you
So-
explain a little bit more about the ducks, like when they came about, and like are they like did you do it for that? Did you always want ducks? Like
I've had ducks since I was 17. And I always get in trouble with them in high school for bringing them to class, like just kind of fucking around because like, oh, they're just like funny. It's a duck, and then
that's so funny.
I would just keep getting them like different breeds because I always want to try new ones. Because once they get big, I would give them to like a farm. Once it was like winter and stuff, so I'd always have them. And then I took like 3 years off from having them, and then quarantine started back up. And my TikTok was getting big, and I was like, I bet if I got some ducks too, my ducks back. And I was like, I also wanted them at the time, so I was like, I'm not going back to New York.
Yeah.
So I got them, and then they hopped in.
I
That's
think the
history.
ducks are a keeper. Like, I think that was what drew me in.
Absolutely.
I love ducks.
Absolutely.
I think that it's
Yeah.
like so funny seeing
Yeah.
like a guy like
Yeah.
you have ducks. So I just think that like you can't let that go.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Tony?
I am 6'3".
I looked like a tiny little seed of a human standing next to Tony. When we were together, I made sure to step like either way closer to the camera so it looked like we were the same size, or just like so far back that you couldn't really
A
get a judgment.
seed.
But
Wait,
I-
how
I
old are
really
you, Tony? Also?
26.
Oh, twins. 26 as
Twins.
well.
Yeah.
I really want. We've been kind of like. I mean, I want to get into some of these listener questions because we have like 1,000.
10 million. Yeah, we have to.
We
gotta
had
pick the
like
best
it
one.
was nuts how many people. Do you have one that's like really eating away at you? I just want to quickly say there was out of the 10,000 questions we got, I would say 9,900 of them were about your penis and
About my what?
your dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
dive
Yeah.
in.
So there's a little bit of an opportunity here if you want to tell your manager that there's maybe a brand deal or something coming out of that a lot of people would probably be interested in listening to. Maybe with Roman, I know that the boner pills are important
Right.
to
Yeah.
a lot of us.
We had some working with that. Hopefully that'll go through and stuff like that. But
Oh,
yeah,
sick. Yeah, I will use your affiliate code. Absolutely.
there you go.
Um,
Connor asked the question.
I can't find them now. Oh, okay. How much alcohol does Tony really consume in a day? An average
That's a
day.
good
I know that
one.
you're sipping on a White Claw right now.
See, that's one of the things that kind of a lot of people think I just get drunk every day.
Yeah.
Nothing would get done if I did that. In a perfect world,
Yeah.
sure,
Right.
that would be great. I do things. I go on very long cleanses, like 2 week, no alcohol.
Really?
Really, really long. I guess it's not really long, but 2 weeks, no alcohol. But then, so when I do party, I only know one speed, and it's like all the fucking way. So I try
Right. No
not to.
breaks.
So exactly. If someone's like, "Do you want to crack a beer?" I know where that's gonna go. It's not like
Yeah.
so. It's
Yeah.
like it's like
Yeah.
making that decision. Do I want to go hard like the whole day and get nothing done, or so that's why I usually just stick to the weekends. Sometimes long weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but during the week I'm pretty driven on just pumping out content.
Yeah. There's a lot we could learn from that as we are all
Yeah.
sipping on a drink right now.
I feel like I would think that too, like that you were drinking like all day, every day. Like during quarantine, were you more often, or it really was just for the content?
I definitely was drinking more during quarantine.
Right. Same.
Have not been. I mean, I guess July's been pretty wild, but like other than that, before that, it's been pretty chill. Honestly, just gotten really into smoking, so been doing that a lot. But the drinking, yeah, is mainly for the weekends for me. But those are just like we just go bender straight to those weekends, no sleep. So it's just not great. But
A question
We
for
are all on
you
that same page.
that
Yeah.
someone asked as well is, are you single?
I am single. I know a lot of people think I am with the ski mask girl, but we are
Yeah.
just very good friends, probably best friends. She just got to quit her job. She's my full-time assistant now, which is pretty
Okay.
cool.
Oh, I was gonna ask what that relationship is. So she's your assistant.
Yeah.
I had heard, and I don't know where I heard this, that you guys were kind of dating or something, but you're not.
We I don't know how to explain any of it, to be honest. We were dating, but like with the lifestyle I have, it's kind of like I'm not someone a girl really wants to put up with. They're like it's just like a lot to deal with. Yeah, we have like
Same.
a lot of fun together and
For
stuff,
other
but, like,
reasons.
I'm just not ready to have one girl. This is, you know what I mean? Not ready to settle down.
You're business focused right now, and
100%, yeah.
part of settling down wouldn't be very on brand. So I understand that.
That's
I'm
very
also
true as
going
well.
going through a bit of a phase myself, but
Mhm.
okay, cool. That's gonna squash a lot of rumors, I think, today.
Mhm.
Also,
Exciting
another
stuff.
question is your mom like is your mom usually like that angry? Did she get mad at you for like as you were growing up for drinking and doing stuff like that, or is it now at the like does she like everything that's going on and the fame she's getting here?
Yeah, piggybacking off that, there's another one that says like, what does your family think about participating, and are they going to be around for the growth?
So my dad is obsessed with it. He's like,
Okay.
let's do another one. I'm ready.
Gordy is on one. He loves it.
Gordy loves it. Gordy's been wanting to be a part of it since it started, but like he always used to like try to steal the show, and now we're like, all right, just do it, just go crazy.
Yeah.
Aw,
My mom,
Yeah,
on the other
he's
hand, is
talented.
not so much.
really?
And like we did used to like I am a lot to live with, and I lived with 24, 20, and then moved back for quarantine at 25. So yeah, and those like that, it was tough. Like we would fight, like scream. It would get like messy, but like of course we love each other, but it was like, oh, it was just a mess. Like 'cause she's like,
Yeah.
we just always would fucking clash, and like even now it's kind of tough. Like we still do, like, and then we're doing like now she knows 'cause she gets like noticed and stuff, and she's like,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous. Yeah. She's like, I basically got big for doing what I did to you for years.
You just
So
got it on
did
camera.
she like was the first few videos when she was yelling and stuff, was that like fully real, like her getting mad at you?
Yeah, when I would like just sit in front of the camera and like talk to her, and I was like, oh, it's just a matter of time before she fucking explodes. So let's just sit here and say
That's
something that'll get her mad. Yeah. And
That is
now
so
we'll
funny.
do some where she's like there's one that like everyone on TikTok got mad at me for because I spit on her, and I was like, guys, put it together. I didn't fucking spit on my mom. Like
God,
when
everyone's
the
so
when the fact
sensitive.
checkers start coming in, that's so. I know when
Yeah.
a video is going viral, when it starts picking up, people are gonna be like, "There's no way this is real." But like, I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, we are dealing with the dumbest people on the planet, and they're all on TikTok.
Oh my god, dude, there are some users on there that are just like, I'm just like, there's no like what how do you even think that? Like wrap your head around it.
I
But-
don't know where these people are, but I hope that they don't have a car or a driver's license because they shouldn't be driving.
No.
Some of the comments, like,
Absolutely not, dude.
I want to jump in really quick. We have another segment we do every single time. The 5 and under 5. It's 5 questions. It's rapid fire, so it's going to come at you really, really, really fast, and you just got to be ready.
All right,
I know you're ready. You're always
Yep.
ready, but
Your audio just cut out, so I have no idea. All I heard is it coming at you really fast.
okay. It's called the 5 and under 5. It's 5 questions, rapid fire, coming at you really fast. I want to make sure we didn't cover any of these. If we did, well, same answer. But are you ready? I guess.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. What is one word that best describes your creative process?
Unique.
Unique. What is happiness for you?
What was that again?
What is happiness for you?
Happiness is, being able to just be happy. Being happy is happiness
Living for a
to
living.
me.
Living for a living.
Exactly. Living for a living. Not having to worry about bills, shit like that. That's, just living day in and day out.
Yes, sir. All right, The Hobbit. Why do you love it so
Oh my
much?
god. Oh my god. Where do I begin? Just like the fucking story of like the journey, fucking bunch of misfits coming together. I feel like I'm fucking living it in a way.
I was gonna say, do you see a lot of yourself in The Hobbit?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Going to find the King's Jewel, baby.
Let's go. All right, if you could go back and change one thing about your account or brand before you blew up, what would it be? Or would you?
No, I wouldn't touch anything.
No regrets.
When,
I see that. I knew that
No.
answer before I asked it.
yeah.
All right, what TikTok did you post and think, oh, this is gonna get me canceled? The spit,
80% of them.
80%.
Probably the raw egg in my naughty's mouth. I was like,
That
This is good.
was a fun one. Watching that one, I was like, no. Like, I didn't think that it was going to
Well,
happen. It happened.
at the time, my views were like going down. I was like, I'm just gonna do something crazy. And then the whole account just went back up. I was like, let's fucking do it.
Oh my
Does
God.
she
I wish
enjoy
that
it?
if this wasn't a podcast, I would put that on right now. All right. This is a fan favorite question. If a TikTok award ceremony existed like the Oscars or Emmys, what award would you want to be nominated for?
Best entertainer, most entertaining.
Love it.
Awesome. I would probably nominate you for best legs, but that's a good one. Most entertaining is great. There we
Worst
go.
leg.
And you nailed it. That you nailed it.
All right, we have another little game for you. Fill in the blank with 3 words or less.
Okay.
Describe how you're feeling right now without using words, only a sound. Okay, so I guess not words. Preferably a TikTok sound.
A sound?
Preferably a TikTok sound.
Like a audio?
Yeah. Trending audio or
What's that? The McConaughey audio. You just gotta keep living, baby.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
L-I-V-I-N.
Let me tell you this. The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
That's what I would say
love it.
right now.
The TikTok video that caused the most destruction and cleanup afterwards was.
Oh, there's quite a few. I would say probably the teeing off the ass when the ball farted in the air, but it also brought me quite amount of followers. So
Okay.
and it was talked about a lot. So yeah,
That
exactly.
Tony was not 3 words or less.
Oh, sorry.
So we got to get better at this.
All right. I keep forgetting. I'm new to these things. The only time I've been on a Zoom call is for a job interview, so I get stressed out.
I'm kidding. Okay. If you could collab with one popular TikTok account, who would it be?
Oh, that Connor Wood guy, hands down.
He sucks.
I heard he literally is a loser, so I think you should pick someone else.
I actually
That
don't.
Connor Wood guy.
I don't really watch TikTok, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
I really
have
don't.
content.
I really don't. I'm really focused on putting my own stuff out there, and that's really just. I'll come across like there has been creators where I've seen something. I'm like, oh, I really like that. I like what they did there, and that's like when I made that brunch because I was like, I've connected to these guys in some way or some form. And I was like, let's all get shit face together.
You're a doer, Tony. You're a doer.
Thank
Remi
you.
and I were just talking about how tough execution is for me, and you were just like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that is
So
really
get
like
shit done.
we both were saying
I
that's
tried
a
to.
struggle for us lately. Like I feel like it's just like the stress of everything else and like being that like this is
Yeah.
a business now and it's not just like me. Like I'm very overwhelmed by that and like needing to post the ads and then wanting to still post my original content. So like
Right.
what makes you have you just always been motivated? Like you're like, I just know this will make people like, laugh. Or,
No.
like, I need to do this.
I just feel like I have to get the most. Like you don't know when TikTok will be gone. You don't know when. I feel like I have to get the most out of this opportunity while it's here. And I'm like truly blessed to be in this spot where I have a big following, and brands come to me and they're like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like sure. I'll pay me to make a TikTok. Like absolutely."
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like crazy big. Like I just did an ad for Amazon. I'm like, what the? This
That's
is crazy.
That's insane.
Holy smokes.
So yeah, I do get stressed about brand deals. That's the only thing that really stresses me out because first of all, it's like, what if they don't like it and I have to do another one? And I put all my effort into this. And then second of all, it's sometimes it's not creative freedom. And I'm like, then why the fuck do you want to work with me? Don't you want?
That's my
Do you want
least
my
favorite
twist
part
on
about
it or not?
Yeah.
We talked about it. I'm like, did you get like I get some inbounds and I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it. That's a reputable company with credibility. And then I look at the brief, I'm like, oh, have you watched any of my stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I gonna make a joke about something while giving you the nightly routine?
Well, it's always also like the most corporate companies and stuff too. I feel like just like have to stick to a certain way, but like it's like, yeah, why do you want to work with me? Because like I don't know, for me, like I working with fashion brands and stuff too, it's like I do realistic hauls and I make fun of clothes, so it's like awkward when I have to do an ad, so I only show the good stuff and then people get mad at me because they're like, well, you're not being realistic, so it's
just
like
sell out,
weird.
sell out.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit you get.
Call me a sellout all day. I would have sold out. I would sell my whatever.
I don't even get
Okay,
know what a fella is anymore.
Yeah. Another question, fill in the blank. People think that I'm blank, but really I'm blank.
I'd say douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of humble though. I feel like I'm not really a
I
douchebag.
was gonna.
I feel like.
Oh, that was cute.
I could attest to that, dude. Like when I was like going to meet up with Tony in LA, I was like a little bit nervous. I'm just gonna say it as if you're not in the room. Most normal dude, like you're like a teddy bear. You really are. You were just like I was showing up ready to be like really just like on it, like obnoxious, like shotgunning beer. Like, we just hung out and it was so chill. So I would say that same thing.
Yeah, I get that.
Pleasantly surprised by like most people that I've met from TikTok that I'm like a little bit nervous to meet. It's like so normal.
I think I get that the most when I go to my events and stuff is chicks will like to me like, I thought you were gonna be the biggest douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually like a nice guy, and I was like, thank you. I get that like everywhere I go.
It's actually. I wish you were a huge douchebag because you're just like the full package, and it's not fair. You like the height, and everything, and the personality. Like
someone said to me the other day when I was on a podcast, which is so true, is that like we are entertainers in a way. So like when you're making these videos, you're turning yourself on. So, for me too, it's like I'll get some stuff like someone said to me at some shoot I did for something like, you're not the same, your voice is different than it is in the videos and whatever. And I got like offended kind of. And I was like, it's still me, but I'm like being this more energetic version of myself that I've always been for TikTok. And then like, of course, when I'm interviewing someone or if I'm on a serious phone call or I'm not going to be like that wild and crazy. So I think that like, it's not you not being you and not being authentic. And people
it's about turning it on at the right time,
right.
And not like, cause like I do a lot of wild shit and a lot of the stuff I've done in my videos, I do like wild shit. But you don't have to act like an arrogant asshole. Like, I guess that's just how it's sometimes received by people. Like, oh, he does wild shit. He's an asshole or something. I don't know, but
yeah,
you can be like a chill dude and still do wild shit. Like, I think there's a big misconception there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
When you go out in public and stuff, are people just like expecting you to be like an insane, like wasted, buying you shots, everything?
Yeah, like when you go to parties and bars and stuff.
So that's kind of thing that sucks is like I don't really go to bars anymore because I don't really like getting noticed.
Oh really? That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. That's the reason I wake up.
It stresses me out because I'm like, oh, I gotta be like looking good all the time, be like all this shit. I'm like, gotta be on, gotta have my outfits on and shit. But like at my events, it's not an issue because I usually am like wild and shit faced when I'm doing, so it's not a big deal. But like every day when I go out or something, they're like I was at the gym 2 days ago and some kids like screaming, let's go do a shotgun in the parking lot, and I was like, no, it's Tuesday at 6 a.m. I'm not doing a shotgun in the parking lot right now. And I literally just landed from New York. I was like, dude, no chance in hell. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a shotgun.
I think it's like a time and place when you get people that like know, like I don't mind when people notice me because it's kind of crazy. It's like everywhere now. And like but when I went to a bar the other day at home, like in the Hamptons, and I haven't been to that bar since last year when I had no following, I have never been more overwhelmed in my whole life. Like I think there was 100 people grabbing me, like touching me, asking for pictures, telling me they love me. And I was like, wait, I think I have to leave. Like, this isn't even fun. Like I was so flattered, but like, it's like, I think then like, especially a situation where everyone's drunk and like out and stuff, it's like definitely a little bit more
especially
aggressive.
And when they're drunk too, they think they can get away with stuff like touching you and stuff. And they're like, sometimes people like feeling up my body and shit, and I'm like, all right, chill.
I want to really quick circle back. There is like a handful of people. This wouldn't be like on my number one asked questions on a TikTok podcast, but there were a bunch of questions about your workout routine. So is there anything like a quick
like how do
rundown?
You get your body?
You're traveling a lot. I think
I really am again. I don't like really believe in the fitness industry. I think a lot of it's bullshit. So I do my own, everything. Everybody has something that works different for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just literally, like, the first thing I do every morning is work out, because that's just kind of like how I get my ideas going and everything. So I just like am really into. I don't like keep track of the numbers and shit either, or my weight. I hate that shit. I just
Yeah.
like, basically, honestly, it's just to look good naked is why I work out. Like, that's my reason.
That's a
have
good
no, like,
reason.
no specific plan when I go in there. Just like, I'm gonna work out this body part as hard as I can, and then eat healthy. That's all I can say.
And you
about
do
that.
eat healthy, so it's just like
I eat very healthy.
It's
Yeah,
a balancing act.
yeah,
So
exactly.
there's the-
I would say diet's the biggest thing.
Benders to cold turkey, and cold turkey is a literal term. 'Cause I know you eat a lot of chicken and fish, right?
Chicken and salmon is my
No duck.
go-tos. No duck.
No duck. Duck is
No,
really
Doc.
good.
Yeah, don't you dare.
I've heard
Sorry.
it's good. I can't even touch it.
Triggering. I know that's too close to home. I don't blame you, but I did have
Connor,
a really
wait,
good-
pause. What's your like workout routine?
That is rude.
I'm actually asking.
I'm just kidding. I totally no. I run a lot. I run probably like 4 or 5 times a week, couple miles,
Wait,
depending
do
on
you
the
actually?
hangover. Yeah, I got in this morning. That's why I'm so.
Do you
buff
ever
today, 'cause I
lift?
went on a run. Eventually, I'm gonna get there. When Tony moves to LA, which is never gonna happen, I'll start going to the gym.
Wait, Tony, I should know this, but where do you live right now?
I'm in Michigan,
Michigan.
and I'll
What part?
probably be here for quite some time. East side, kind of near Detroit, like suburbs of Detroit.
Oh yeah, you
That is
can't
a
really
perfect-
move unless you move your whole family.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right now, I'm working on buying a big farmhouse, because, like you said, it's going to be ducks forever. Well, I plan on adding goats, pigs. I want a whole
Man.
fucking farm.
I love pigs. I
can
love
you
pigs. They're
do-
so cute.
Do me a favor and add an add-on so that we can do a little influencer
Yeah.
and buy a golf course too while you're at it, so we can do a golf.
Yeah,
tournament.
that's.
I'm actually.
that.
Well, yeah,
I know
you should
you're
have
not
the
gonna
whole
get
thing.
one. I feel like you're not gonna get one because it doesn't really go with the whole farm thing. But like, I think one day you should like find one and do a video with it. I'm obsessed with monkeys. I
You could
like
be a monkey
really
guy.
was
You
I
could
was
rebrand.
crying for like 4 days when George the monkey on TikTok died. Like I wasn't well about it. Like that was my favorite TikToker ever. I would like you to find a monkey and make a video with a monkey one day, please, for me, and then dedicate it to me.
Have the hangover vibe. Get the Bradley
Yeah,
Cooper
dude,
sunglasses with the little monkey
you
on
would
them.
kill
Yeah.
with a monkey.
Could do that.
Wait, you kind of I can
I
see a
am gonna
little
be
bit
in
of Bradley
Michigan.
Cooper in you. Oh, sorry, Connor.
Oops.
Put the little monkey on me.
No, sorry. Just like while we were talking about Michigan, I'm
Go.
flying into Indianapolis and hitting Holland and Sheboygan, going up to the UP. So if you're
Let's do it.
around, I'll shoot you a text. Let's do it.
Wait, why are you
Absolutely.
going to Indianapolis? I thought you were going to Ohio.
This is next month. I'll be in Michigan for like a week and a half.
You need to relax. Like I just want
Damn.
you to just sit down.
I know.
Connor
I
every
can't.
week is somewhere, like in just a different state.
How do you do it? Dude, I feel like that when I travel, it just sets me back on everything. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta do all this when I get back.
Oh, dude, I'm behind. I'm behind in everything. I'm never on
Yeah.
top. That's why I couldn't. That's why I got fired twice. I'm not like. I don't have my shit together.
I feel
I
you.
probably never will.
Tony, guess where I'm going on Sunday?
Where are you going?
I'm going to Mykonos.
Jeez. That's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, it's
pumped.
gonna be absolutely insane. You should go,
Jeez.
Tony. I think that'd be a good place for you to.
Yeah, Tony
some
should come on
content.
the Revolve trip. That would be perfect.
Yes, that would be insane. He'd be probably a top seller as well.
Yeah.
I'm not
Let's
letting
get you
that
on.
one.
I want to ask you a question. This is like my favorite question to ask people, and I feel like you're gonna have the most killer answer to this question via TikTok. What has been? I call it the butterfly effect question. What has been the most absurd situation you've been in? Absurd DM experience, whatever, that's come as a
God.
result. One thing led to another. Introduce you to a person, and then you like felt like, holy shit, this is because I posted that first video, second video, whatever.
Oh, there's so much stuff I've got evicted from 2 places because of the owners finding my TikTok page.
Oh my god. Because of
My-
the ducks
my
or because of like
DMs
the
are-
drinking?
Everything. We were like riding the dirt bike through the house and shit.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want you.
Yeah. it's honestly hard to pinpoint one. There's like, I get some graphic DMs. It's like, dude, what
Yeah.
I can
were you
imagine.
thinking? Most absurd. That's so hard to put a finger on, because it's just, there's like
I know.
wild shit all the time.
I mean, you've got to have like some insane giant fault, like celebrities or someone that is just like messaged you or invited you to their blah blah blah. I know that you met with like a huge, like, I don't know if this was an NDA situation, I saw it on your story, but you met with a huge multi-million-dollar company over the weekend in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh my God. So just this past weekend, it's kind of like when it all like, it still hasn't hit me yet, none of this, and I don't want it to, because I feel like I just don't want it to. But the closest it has to hitting me is when I shared a booth with Poirier after he beat Conor McGregor in the fight. We had the same fucking booth.
God.
Wow.
And I said, how is this? We're like sitting next to each other, and like I'm like, how is this happening? And it's like, I'm like hammered, and I'm like sitting next to I'm just like, this is not.
You take a step
this
back,
is not
and
real.
that is the place to be in that moment, and you're there because you posted that video on TikTok.
A lot of the times I don't. It's like that scene from The fucking Office. I wish you knew you were like living in the good times. Well, it's like that's how it is, and like, and lately I've just been like blurring through it all, and that was like the first time I really sat and was like, this. It's really happening. This is insane.
I'm kind of happy that you say that you feel that way too, because I genuinely can't click into reality. Like, I literally, like, I thought something was wrong with me, and I'm like, why can't I realize that my whole entire life changed and I'm doing like the most insane shit? But maybe it is a good thing, because I'm like that too. Like, there's been very few times when I look around and I try and make myself be present and be like, how the hell am I here right now?
Can we take a quick second right now? Let's take one big deep breath all together and be present in this moment. No words exchanged. Ready?
I'm ready.
In, out.
Thank you, Connor.
We are here.
We needed that.
We are here. We are present.
It is so huge. Yeah, I feel like right now even is a situation where a year ago I'm like, oh, it is,
yeah. Well, I was just saying, when I logged on here, I was telling my assistant, I was like, last time I went on here is for like job interviews, and I'd get like anxiety attacks. And I'm like, now I'm going on a pocket, and she's always
we're
like
interviewing you
advocate for that. I'm driving my fucking nice ass Jeep down the street. Last year I didn't even have a fucking car, and she's like, never hit you? And I'm like, hit was what? And she's like just look around, and I'm just like, it still like hasn't. And I don't, like I said, I don't want it to. At least not right now. Maybe eventually.
Yeah. Well, it's insane to watch. I love I mean, every time I get like see your thing, your bulletin board or whatever, the dry erase thing, and it's like, I looked at it, it was like 7.2 million. I'm like, oh my God, that's insane. And then like next time I see it, I'm like 10.4. It's just like,
that's what I want people to like get about you though, because I feel like it is cool. Like, it's like, you deserve the things you're getting because you're actually
putting in the work,
putting work into it. People don't understand that even posting one today, not 3 times a day, because I never post 3 times a day. Like, it's hard for me to post once a day, and that takes so much time and effort, creativity, the editing, everything. And like, you did this yourself, and you should definitely be proud of yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Back at you guys. See, you guys are
Thank you.
I think we are. I'm blessed to be surrounded by you guys. I'm not worthy, but I was gonna say, this is another quick question. What does your FYP look like? That's one of my favorite questions that we get.
Yes.
I know you don't scroll, but when you have Instagram,
I'll be honest,
no,
it's a lot of So I'm like a big metalhead. So a lot of it is like old Ozzy quotes and stuff, and Motley Crue, and so it's a pretty wild FYP actually that I have. But yeah, it's never like a normal. It's like when I comment on stuff, people are like, "What the hell are you doing here?" Because they're like confused. They don't know that about me, and I'm like, "Oh, this is the kind of stuff I watch when I'm on here." So it's kind of funny.
That's so sick. That's a good FYP to have. Mine, I was telling, it's been every episode now, because I tell people every time they tell me about their FYP. Mine is frogs, a lot of frogs for some reason,
Really?
and prison, people in prison.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No, my favorite part is asking people. I think that is so funny. Like when we talked to Harry, he said he loves bee talk, like bees. And then
Really?
Brianna Chicken Fry loves baby talk. She loves watching babies.
I could see that. Both those could be entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that love it. So I love different things. I don't even know what mine is. Mine's just a bunch of actually random shit. But
You know what I like a lot is the ant farms. I like those a lot too. I find those very interesting. Where they feed like put a little like animal in there and then the ants just destroy it. I don't know, like
I've
like,
actually never seen that.
It's pretty
TikTok's
nuts. You have to check it out.
All right,
it really is.
Well,
we got to get you an ant farm.
Yeah,
I'm
after the pigs though, because I'm excited for the pigs. So let's do that.
I want like the teacup pigs.
Yeah, yes,
you gotta get one of those.
Oh my god, so cute.
I had one of those in high school. Actually, I didn't tell my parents. I'm from Texas. I went and picked up one from Craigslist and didn't tell them. And then obviously it's like really hard to keep a like baby teacup pig as a secret from your parents. So they found out like 2 weeks in. They're really smart, potty trained it right away. And as I started feeding it, I was like, holy shit, this is not a teacup pig at all.
Yeah, I heard that's like the most famous thing. They just lie about it.
Man, I got scammed. I ended up a 30-pound pig, and I was telling my parents, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that it was going to be so big. And then so I donated it to this farm. And then I went to visit it like 3 months later, and it is the size of a Volkswagen Jetta. It is huge. He was a girl, it turns out, and he had a billion nipples.
He was a girl.
And he was a girl, like gigantic beast of a pig. And it had all these nipples, and it had like 40 babies. And I was like, cool. That is like not a teacup pig.
I've heard that's like a big thing. Like they scam you and they'll give you a beast and just tell you it's just a baby pig.
It was just like how you're getting calls from the neighbors. Like I was getting violations for having like a livestock in our neighborhood. Rightfully so. I shouldn't have had a gigantic beast of an animal, livestock essentially.
Some giant pig.
You get a lot of calls though. I've been watching. You've been getting a lot of calls recently. I know you get the calls. Was that one video when you had the girls on the car by the pond? Was that staged or was that real?
That's real.
We were trying to do a photo shoot, but this Karen wouldn't leave us alone. She called the police.
The duck agrees.
But the officer was a fan.
My son is like, can you pull up and stop and take a couple pictures? Yeah, absolutely.
So we did a photo shoot together.
Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car.
That was real. I felt real.
That was real. And I actually recently just ran into her. She's my neighbor. It turns out she's actually pretty cool. And she said, you just caught me on a bad day. But I was like, no, thank you. Because you basically got me published in a ton of news. You basically got me verified on Instagram. That's what you did.
Oh, I didn't see that one. And now I need to go back and watch that.
I'll send it to you. I have it.
But we ran into her and we were convinced that it was her who also called on my ducks, but it wasn't. But she was actually cool when I met her, but I guess it's like a well-known thing that when she meets people, she tells people that's her. Like she goes out of her way to make it a point.
Oh, now she's stoked on it?
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. She said she's like a huge fan too. She's like, I've been watching you ever since that video. I love your mom and mom. It's like, that's ridiculous.
That's so.
You were so mean.
Well, Tony,
that's true influencership.
Yeah,
I guess so.
We love you. You're even better and nicer and cooler than I expected. And I really appreciate you coming on and talking to us. And this is very full circle for me since you were literally one of the first people I watched on TikTok. So thank you again.
Thank you guys for having me.
You are such a legend. I can't wait for 11 mil probably in the next 15 minutes. You'll hit 11 mil. One last wrap up question. I want to give you the floor. Any plugs you want to add? What are you working on? Projects to keep an eye on in the Turnt Tony sphere?
I'm just gonna keep plugging. Gonna take over the app is the goal. Be the biggest on the app.
Yes, sir.
Until then, yeah, stay turned, I guess.
So Turnt Tony
Awesome.
on TikTok and on Instagram. Go follow him. Or do you have a YouTube also, or just
Yes,
Instagram,
YouTube,
TikTok?
same thing. Turnt Tony. Yep.
And YouTube. So go follow him. We love Tony.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us today.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
I'll see you in Michigan, buddy.
Absolutely. We'll run it.
Bye.
Cheers, dude. Thanks for coming.
Cheers, baby.
Well, Remi,
Guys,
that was fun.
so much fun. Love
Such
him.
a blast.
Why don't you plug us right now? Since we're, do your thing.
I would love to, Remi, and thank you so much for inviting me to do that. Guys, please throw us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, what have you, TikTok, Talk Show Podcast, and guess what? You can also leave us a voicemail, 404-919-7752. We read everything, we listen to everything, and we are dying to include something that you send us on the pod. So, and also, you know what else? Please tell us what you want to see, who you want to see. We are so open. We are so laid back and chill as well.
Yeah, I'm really chill. We love you guys, and we can't wait to see you next week with another exciting guest.
Talk Show with Remi and Connor is a production of Cavalry Audio and iHeartMedia. Produced by Margot Carmichael, executive produced by Remi Bader, Connor Wood, Dana Brunetti, and Keegan Rosenberger, and sound engineering and editing by Jason Liveslow. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.